Why can no one guard LeBron James? In this current era of the NBA, LeBron James is arguably one of the hardest players to guard. This isn't only down to his incredible size and strength, but also the impressive shots he can take from the perimeter, his deceptive swiftness, and his phenomenal ability to finish at the rim. This makes LeBron James an extremely difficult adversary to guard. In today's video, we'll take a look at the reasons why LeBron James is so effective against the players trying to guard him. But before we get stuck in, why not hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell? That way, you'll never miss a future upload. Who is LeBron James? LeBron James is considered one of the greatest all-round basketball players of all time. He won the NBA championship with his Miami Heat teammates in 2012 and 2013. He's also won another championship in 2016 when he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers, just before joining the Lakers in 2018. Now in his 17th season, James has played over 48,000 regular season minutes, which puts him in the top 10 on the NBA's career list. At the modest age of 35, he's now become the 10th oldest active player in the entire league. Despite this, he's shown no signs of ending his career and still dominates every game he plays. Why can no one guard LeBron? Not only is LeBron James one of the best players in the NBA right now, but he's also one of the toughest matchups. This is down to his 6'8" stature, incredible athleticism, impressive skills, and court IQ. James is truly one of the most unique players in the NBA and will most likely go down in history with other basketball legends such as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson. Like Magic Johnson, who was an incredible point guard, and Michael Jordan, who was a fantastic shooting guard, LeBron James is not only going to change the way his position is perceived, but is going to alter how teams draft, how they substitute, and how coaches come up with their game plans. In short, LeBron is quite literally a game changer. Whether it's playing in a local park or in the NBA, the ultimate trump card in basketball has always been mismatched height differences. LeBron James, for all of his greatness, was once a very guardable player before he was eventually posted up against smaller players. As soon as he did that, he took his game to a level where several players could no longer guard him. When James takes a smaller player into the post, it forces defenses to adjust. Do they switch defenders, putting a bigger player on him? Do they choose to double him, leaving shooters open? Or do they decide to substitute and drastically alter their lineup? Whatever they do, changes cause disruptions that ultimately weaken the plan. No matter what defense the opposition decides to do, LeBron seems to dictate the game and forces their strategy to adjust instead of it being the other way round. How exactly do you guard him? The simple answer is there's no surefire way to stop him. However, players can try and limit him. Although LeBron's improved in just about every area of the game throughout his career, the only thing those opposing him can do is force him to be a perimeter shooter. If they allow LeBron to get into the paint, things get very difficult because LeBron is built for strength, speed, and punishment in the paint. He can take a lot of hard fouls, which leads to easy three-throw opportunities. So how exactly can a team keep him out of the paint? There are two options that could be mixed up throughout the game that may lead to successful control. First, the fastest defender could stay on him at all times. This can put pressure on LeBron from the front, slowing him down and making it difficult for him to enter the paint. The defender can give him room to shoot or pass, but not let him jump. The second thing they can do is double team him outside the arc. When he gets the ball just outside the three-point range, the double team can force him to give up the ball. Once he's passed, they can go back to the one-on-one defense. The reason behind this is simple. If he gets the ball back after the double, it should take a few seconds on the shot clock and he'll be forced to take an uncomfortable shot. Of course, if a team relies on the double team strategy too much, he'll begin to predict when it's about to happen and will get an assist. Though it's easy to say that these plans could turn the heat up for LeBron, it's difficult for a whole team to keep up with an elaborate game plan, especially if it's continuously changing to combat one specific player. Examples of ways that will 100% work against LeBron. One way that's proved successful against LeBron is to make him angry and frustrated. When he's become agitated in the past, he's shown ball-hogging behavior that's led to mistakes. In the past, Danny Green and Carlos Boozer have been known to rile LeBron up during games that have resulted in losses. Lance Stevenson might have learned this secret when he tried to make LeBron James angry by blowing on his ears. An unsporting way to successfully combat LeBron is to injure him. In the past, the Pacers and Raptors have been accused of trying to take LeBron out with intentional elbows and smacks to the face late in the game. Of course, these could have been genuine mistakes and not an act of desperation. This dirty method isn't a plausible game plan by any means and would result in heavy punishments for those who would risk their reputation and career for the chance of guarding LeBron. Which players have the best chance to guard him? Well, Kawhi Leonard is probably the best two-way player in the league currently and gives whoever he guards problems again and again. Leonard's proven before that he's one of the only players who can really stick with LeBron for an entire game. In fact, Leonard's one of the rare defensive superstars who'll guard an opposing team's superstar for an entire game without giving up or trailing off. The biggest testament to Kawhi's defensive presence on LeBron was during the 2014 finals, where the Spurs broke down the Heat, slowing and making problems for LeBron James. Andre Iguodala is another player who has the potential of stopping players of LeBron's caliber. Showing that he's aged well, Iguodala proved that he's still a fantastic defender during the 2015 finals. With his mixture of athleticism, height, and the knowledge gained through his veteran status, Iguodala has done a fantastic job of trying to keep LeBron in check when the two have faced off. The height of Giannis Antetokounmpo works especially in his favor when he tries to guard LeBron. His incredible reach is what truly adds to his ability. So not only does he stay in front of him, but he also contests his shots that often result in successful blocks. LeBron struggles most against the players who share Giannis' incredibly tall and athletic build. Of course, not even the best defenders in the world can expect to be consistently successful against a strong player with LeBron's offensive abilities. Kawhi, Iguodala and Giannis have well-earned reputations as some of the best wing defenders in the NBA. If anyone has a chance to guard the 6'8" machine, it would definitely be one of them. LeBron shared his opinion on the Open Run podcast when asked who he thought did the best job at guarding him. Unsurprisingly, he considered Kawhi Leonard to be a top challenger. He said, "Kawhi Leonard, he's solid. He's solid at the end of the floor. He's very, very solid. I like him. I like the kid." The superior strength, height, athleticism and intelligence of the Spurs forward won him the Defensive Player of the Year award in 2015 and 2016. So if there's anyone who can lock LeBron James down, it's Kawhi Leonard. So that concludes our look at LeBron James's incredible skills that have led many players to fail in the task of guarding him on the court. Of course, with the NBA continually changing, with new talent emerging every season, maybe soon LeBron will have new rivals who'll be able to combat his highly versatile playing style. Do you know of anyone who would do an excellent job at guarding LeBron? I'd love to know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons as well as ring that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of our future uploads. Until next time, I'll see you on the court.